Summer times, and I guess at this point, we could talk about the meeting, and of course, this is our second meeting in the visitor center. I'd like to introduce, I think most everyone knows, Lynn Hart. Lynn, of course, was replacing Roberta Walton, but she hasn't officially been approved. Is that correct, Jason?
Yes, we did not have a meeting this month.
Yes,
so,
right.
That will happen on the 15th of August. Our regular council meeting.
On the 15th, okay, great. So essentially that'll be happening. In terms of not being here, Mayor Holly, it notified me that she is out of the country, and then Paul Evans would not be attending. And I understand we also have Jim Curtis, who's out of town. So at this point, again,
Harry Collins is here.
online, thank you. Other question, maybe you could introduce, if you would, Lynn, your guest.
Yes, this is Tim McCollins, and he was Raven Neighbors. This is the magazine.
Yes.
And he's got several efforts, marketing efforts, including a digital ad that satisfies the surrounding area, correct? Google display.
Ryan, you need details on that, but you know.
Okay.
Well, but basically,
Because at the end,
You tell me.
yeah, I'll tell you what you do. I keep
on
on our other business. Okay, we'll cover what you have. Absolutely. Great, thank you. Again, we have the quorum. First item on the agenda, the approval of the June 29th meeting minutes. Any, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Okay, Roberta. Is there a second?
Second, Bruce.
Very good. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. All right, we'll go right into the first item with the marketing update. If you would, Doug Oliver.
Tim, just to clarify, your name is?
Linda.
Linda. Okay, Doug Hollins. I am their marketing consultant and have been for a few years. They are part of, Georgia Golf Trail is my company, part of what we do. But we also consult and help people with different things on resorts. And so we've been doing this for years because there's such a great community up here. We want the world to know about it. And and certainly the surrounding areas. As I just talked to somebody the other day, hey, I've got a media guy coming hopefully in September, and we want him to come stay here, but we want him to, explore the area, tell everybody else what else there's to do up here. So, been a lot of fun. It's been great. Love this place. Everybody we just brought 4 big media people up here in May, and they just loved it. And they're here about 24 hours and wanted to stay. So, so we do quite a bit of things. So like I've been doing this about 33 years now, I guess, with my own consulting things, and we've done stuff with hundreds of resorts and golf courses and American Express and T-Mobile and Delta and Bridgestone and Marriott and just all kind of people that we've done stuff with. So what I do every month is meet and we show them what we're doing and through since the last meeting or what we're doing coming up in the fall or next year or whatever. So we have to plan ahead of time. So this is kind of my report that I give them the day before I come up. And so that's what I just usually go through with Linda and Tim with him. So we've been working on some articles that, as I just mentioned, y'all know it takes time to put into placement with these magazines that we work with, and not just the guys that came up. But we have a nice feature coming out in September in Golf Central magazine that we help promote too, and it will reach over about 100,000 people in the Southeast region. Indiana Golf Journal, put an article in either August or September, and that's about 150,000 readers. We get a lot of people from the Midwest travel down to Georgia. So we want to keep that going. Also, Michigan or Ohio Golf Journal will be coming out. Not sure when. They just said sometime this fall, so we're excited about that. eSouthernGolf.com. Alan Doherty. I've been trying to get him up here to Sky Valley. He's out of Florida, and he does quite a few things. I'm sure they don't have an emergency. I don't have any kind of emergency. So he is planning on coming up here in September. We will know more about this through next month. But his eSouthernGolf.com is picked up by Apple News on Thursday afternoons that they put it out every week. So that certainly, as you know, goes out to quite a few people. And he's been a good partner with us. So I wanted to get here to see Sky Valley. And so he also works with New England Golf. But Alan has a lot of connections to the real estate market in South Florida and this Florida period. So we're going to be doing a real estate section in his newsletter. So he does a magazine type e-thing, and then also a newsletter that comes out. So we're going to be doing a real estate section in that Sky Valley will be a part of. Font went down a little bit. Sometimes it works that way. All right, we talked last month about coming out with a small piece on a brochure. That we haven't figured out all the details yet, but we want to have it where it's very easy, not a brochure, probably maybe this side, but front and back, and it would be about Sky Valley. And this is something, it would be glossy like this, very nice type thing. But it would be something we could give out. We could certainly give you guys copies to give out. So it would entail a few different things and certain things we can use, but this would also be something we could send out in our database. So Mike May, who we've met, and I are working on that. So I should have some more information. We're going to try to get this thing done by September. But the summertime columns, as you all know and see, everything falls apart. People are nowhere to be found, just like gone on vacation or whatever. So we're working on this. So great idea. I think we're excited about it. Golftrips.com, Brian, who was up here for part of the day. We got a new Sky Valley Golf. You can go back on there, you can see it, click on it and place. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing with Brian, because as I mentioned, he was the biggest of the four in terms of what he reaches and whatever. So we've done quite a few things. Go to his thing and check on Sky Valley Golf. You can see quite a few things that he's put up, and we're excited about that, and we'll continue to push that around. I'll get to a couple other things here. When Sharon sent this Sky Valley Times out, it just kind of clicked in my head, and I thought, well, this is fabulous. I certainly go back and told her how great it looked. But I kind of started thinking about it, and I'm thinking, you know, this is a different, Sky Valley is different. So we want people to understand what y'all feel every day up here in Northeast Georgia. You know, it's second home, it's retirement, it's laid back, it's just enjoyable. You know, we've worked, we've done all this stuff. We want to come up and enjoy the coolness. That's one reason I told Alan, you know, it's 95 down here today, and it's going to be 81 in Sky Valley, you know, so it's like, okay. So I want to do something, and I can certainly talk to Sharon about it, with what she's done, put together, and come up with this hometown feel. It's maybe a quarterly type thing, 2 to 3 pages as she typed it out, very simple. Like I put in there, not the police report, not the budget, not whatever, just stuff that might be, it could be the July, 4th celebration, could be the fall festival type stuff, which certainly would be. Something simple, not anything extra work for anybody. And then we just take that and send that out. Because I'm always looking for stuff to send out. That's different, not just the same old email blast about coolest and highest and things like that. But I think something like this would be really beneficial. I think people would do it. We'd certainly promote real estate, which I know that's what the mayor certainly wants to do as well. And so I think it would just be a simple thing that we could take from what this came up with. And let's just, work on that and get people's opinions. What does Gordon, have to say about living in Sky Valley, and have a quote. Just real simple stuff. So like I said, this just came to me this week, but, send it back to Sharon. So nothing's been done. This is just my thoughts, but I'm thinking that I enjoyed it so much. I think other people would too. Granted, without the extra reports. So,
Let me just say, he's saying Sharon, Yulia put that together. So the past 2 months have been Yulia's work. So I just want to make sure she gets credit for that. I'll follow up and do whatever we need to do, but she's the one who's put those last 2.
Very good. And so, and I know you did mention that, so I got that. So it looks great, by the way. So if I didn't confirm that to you, but since you had your name on there as the editor and whatever,
Yeah.
I think it's just, and so do you understand what I'm trying to do? It's not just a magazine, brochure, whatever. It's more of just a laid back, hey, what is Sky Valley? What can you do up there? Where can we go? What does it say? Temperature today was 75 degrees, some pictures, and I don't know, this is what I do. I think, and then I continue to think and come up with ideas. So we want to make this, and not that we can't continue to play with it, but I think it's a great idea, and I'm always looking for marketing pieces to put out.
So have you read the whole magazine?
Did I read the whole magazine? Yes.
Insider's guide for attractions in Sky Valley. I mean you want the same content for every magazine?
And I don't know, probably would like to change it up, if we do this quarterly, because I don't want to do it too much, because I can send it out as much as possible. I just like the hometown feel of the front picture of the waterfall, and then, what y'all told us, the message from the mayor and the editor, and hey, what we can do here, and certainly more pictures, pictures say, 1,000 words. I just think it's something that I think would be easy to do. It's not going to be any kind of cost, certainly not for me. And something we can change, but I like the idea of message from Holly, and then we can use it 2 or 3 times and then change it up, use it 2 or 3 times. So I'll be open to suggestions. This is not just Doug. This is just Doug's idea, thinking, okay, this is what we could continue to do something different to reach people. We can have a link that we put on social media, that people can see. So we can use this in all different ways. So again, this something new that I think would work, and not just sending it out to the members, homeowners. Working on social media through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Here's just a little caption underneath there that, I type up, or we have, like I said, a new company that we've hired that's working with many things that we put through a lot of our members. So just real simply, Sky Valley Resort and Country Club, Sky Valley, Georgia, high school, city of Georgia, come for a week or weekend, see the surrounding, a great place to retire, and then visit skyvalley.com. Boom. So that's one of the things like, and I just put maybe this is sample type thing we do. We continue to do our email blast that I just mentioned. So got a lot going on. We've got, articles coming out through the fall. We've got another, and y'all will love Alan, so we'll figure out the dates for September on that, and he can reach quite a few people with his connections. Check out, like I said, check out golftrips.com, look under Sky Valley, and we can, so things are going good. I mean, we're good. We're still working with the lady with the book. I talked to Cheryl Beckett. She said they were full. So that's fine. We're going to try to get her, because the GSGA through the tournament in October with the ladies, Georgia and South Carolina ladies coming up here. I think we're going to be good with that. We just don't know any details yet, since it's not till October, in terms of having her come up and talk about her book and trying to promote all this through South Carolina and other people across Georgia. So.
Just so you know, all the articles that he has been sending us, I linked them on our, get something to drink, on our website, so people can go and see those articles.
Just wanted to add on, go on to the copy of the Southern Call, Alan Murray. Again, the time visitor, I'd like to do the same thing we did for the last 4, kind of really set up.
Yeah, I mean, the more he can see, he probably will bring his wife. So, we get Bill to give us a condo again or something. Yeah, I think it really meant what I told you. The guys that came in May thought y'all were wonderful. It wasn't just the beauty of Sky Valley, it was the neighborhoodness that they all felt when they walked through this door out here. And throughout the day, going and having a tour of the homes and having lunch with everybody, and and then having dinner that night with everybody. Not that all this has to work out that way.
Yes.
Some kind of, maybe somebody new playing, with Alan. Showing them around, certainly taking them down, headquarters, Clayton, Dillard, all that down in there, showing what we're doing. I don't know how long he can stay yet, but he would be another home run, to get up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I said something to him yesterday, and I said, "You ain't been to Sky Valley yet." No, but I want to come. I've read all this stuff about it, so they're seeing. So these media guys are seeing stuff, and for the little cost that costs us to do something that's huge.
Then with something with the club again, getting the club involved. Takes a little time and coordination, but it's certainly worth it in terms of articles. We've got to follow up articles. So earlier we can coordinate that.
And sure, and he said during the week,
we block out the time.
Yeah.
First, one of the things is getting into housing, trying to get that.
yeah,
That's available.
I should know. He said he's going to work on it, get back.
Yeah.
I mean, next week's August already, so.
Great.
September's busy month here. Leaf blowers and just.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
Maybe look at some option dates or something that work for the club, and for other people that are going to show them around POA in terms of showing them the real estate. Yes. But I love the idea of the club atmosphere and the people, some kind of meeting where they can mix with the people. I think that's one of the keys we're selling here is can see how wonderful these people are.
The residents can sell it better.
Absolutely. Yes, over and over. That's the comments we hear.
Yeah.
So,
We'll look at the calendar, definitely.
yeah, so early we can get that great. We support it.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing there. Back to, the time we're talking about, we'll get this kind of time, incredible, what you did there. I mean, do you have the time? I guess one thing is we look at it. I want to look at, resources, what you have. I think it's a great idea what you're talking about, leaving quarterly. Is there something you could update? Let's discuss a little bit if you have, the time to do it. I think it's great, but
I'm sure it can be done. The difference between what Yulia has done with it and what I did with it is, that she was her focus. So I mean, that she was able to put that much time in it and make it wonderful, and she did a great job. I have no doubt that we can update it and just keep things going if it's simple, if, a few pages, or maybe.
2 or 3 pages,
Yeah.
period, just, hey, it's boom. We can do mostly pictures,
Yeah, I don't plan to be able to write one for you and one for us. So it would be, just a
Nope.
snippet of what our Sky Valley
Yep,
Times
take all
is.
the thing, your thing, but here we go and show people, and very simple. That's all I want to do.
so how do we, I guess, kick this can down the
No,
road?
I'll just get back and I'll talk to Sharon, and we can just come up with some ideas and times and things like that to, come out. But I mean, just like I said, the waterfall pictures, beautiful. I mean, and
Very professionally done.
oh,
I'm blown
absolutely.
away by it.
Great.
I say, my goodness, how big of a staff does you have to do this?
She's working
Pretty
hard on her own.
amazing. Well, it's something Really, job well done.
With that being, you're talking about doing that quarterly, Doug, it does have 4 seasons. Would you want to maybe at the beginning of each season, because we do have 4 distinct seasons here, I was just thinking about that, I mean, fall, winter, of course, we didn't have any snow this past year, but we do know that we will be able to do this year for it. I was just thinking that.
We can steal pictures from last year.
You can talk about front pictures that we
Well,
built.
just, if you're talking about doing something on a quarterly basis, if that was a line with each
Oh, yeah.
distinct quarter, that might be one focal point.
And that would be up to
Yeah.
Sharon and how they do that, but yeah, I mean, change it up on the front picture, coming up this fall, come up, see this, that, whatever, so, yep.
Hey, Doug, excuse me, I'm not familiar with all the details. So Scott Valley Times is that you're talking about, is that an email thing that goes out?
It's a monthly. We're
It's
thinking
a
about doing
season.
it actually quarterly, we had talked about, so
And
might
who
be
does it go
some,
to?
it's an email, like a MailChimp, we
blast?
send it, yeah, to all of our citizens, anyone who has signed up, so there are about, I'm gonna say about 800 people.
You basically just provide your email address, get on the list.
But it goes to residents as well as external audiences?
Whoever signs up.
email
Anybody that
to-
stops by and says, put me on your email list, okay, so it's a.
My mother lives in Alabama, she gets everything that gets sent out.
You've got all their email, they don't know what's going on.
This is the one for next month that I've been working on,
And that's kind of next month, year too.
yeah.
It was just different, Tim. It's just not the hard nosed marketing, stuff to put out there.
Well, even we had to give credit, because look, that photo was taken by Jim Rhodes. Yeah, but it's really good, and I think, obviously, the beauty is what we'll be selling.
That's one of them pictures,
Yeah.
especially up here.
So I like the idea of quarterly by season.
Yeah, I think that's great too.
Good idea, of changing photos and so forth, yes. Okay. Very good. The other, I guess, anything else? Let's go to the next item. With the website update, Jason and Sharon, please.
What I will defer to
Yeah.
Sharon for this as well as the visitor center, because they have done an outstanding job on that. I will have some comments toward the end on the Independence Day at Fall Fest, but again, you did a wonderful job these past 2 months. People are aware of what you've done. Thank you. And Sharon, everything you've seen, the improvements, vast improvements,
Yeah.
is right here. I have to credit with Sharon because When I was doing the website where it's now, it's, I did the best I could when I was, anyway, I'm on that.
Okay, like I said, the articles that Doug has sent to us and everything about Sky Valley, the golf, the atmosphere, the beauty, those have all been linked on the Visit Sky Valley site. We've been updating with all the events and festivals, and Yulia wrote a nice article, put together a nice article for families, what they could do, and that is on the Visit site. She has uploaded photos that we have had to the gallery on the Visit site, as well as we've gotten them all on Google Drive. And I just have recently completed an autumn video. So it's kind of just pictures of our Sky Valley. It looks really nice though, because it's just a picture and one word each time. So I kind of think that's a simple, but it'll get people's ideas. Now, anything y'all want to say on the website? Okay, as far as the visitor center, our kiosk is still very popular. It's a hot item. Having the wireless Wi-Fi has helped so much because people are like, oh, I can use that kiosk to get directions because it has the little QR codes. So they'll say, oh, but I don't have internet. So that has definitely helped. People have been taking a lot of the maps and brochures that we have for area things, but our biggest moneymaker that people come for is how to get to Mud Creek Falls. So, and Tim and I had talked, and we'll talk, but maybe doing some signs. I don't know if marketing can maybe help with that or not, because it is a big draw for our area. People come in and definitely want to know where is Mud Creek Falls. So I tell them how to. Yes, yeah. So I tell them how to get there, but it would be nice if we could have some of the made signs with this kind of thing that had a pretty like little, maybe a waterfall. Tim had asked me to design something. I haven't done that yet, but if marketing money could even help with the cost, that would definitely be good.
So what falls, I think, is important in terms of.
Oh yeah, that's our
Yeah,
biggest,
questions?
yeah. So,
I just want to say, add real quick, I know what the visitor center, it's amazing the amount of people that just stop and use their picnic tables at lunch. I noticed that a lot. Of course, that's what we want. The sales, we ran a total for what we've sold this year. Very impressed. That was over $7,000 worth of T-shirts and other type of things. And so we're constantly looking for things that umbrellas, coffee mugs, the liquor flask, I mean, soaps, you name it, people, they want, they're proud of Sky Valley. So we're definitely, we're already gearing up for that next year and this fall, trying to think of those items that we can sell to help market the city. So I do want to add that.
looking at Christmas ornaments too.
We went to Highlands because we had visitors and they were like, they don't say Sky Valley. No, because you're in Highlands. So I was like scouting around.
Yeah.
for
Okay,
something.
Good to
I've
know.
got a little bear and I'm gonna put something that says Sky Valley.
Go back to the visitor center, you had a chance to look at it, I did, went into it, surprisingly, just amazing the links that you've added. You get a chance sometimes, you get so busy, we don't. But you go to the website visitor center and you'll see all, I scroll through all the changes that went on, it's truly amazing. If you had a chance to look at it, it's really updated, well job, and I like the photos, photo galleries, you updated, I think it's.
Well, the webcam is still getting huge reviews
Yes, okay.
from where I'm, people
Okay.
that I deal with. I mean, somebody I just talked to the other day, so I was looking at the webcam, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You know, so we're trying to continue to really push the webcam. And,
Up there, I mean, we have
go from there.
sale,
So the articles they had.
everybody moved in.
Actually read those at all, Sharon, they go, say they'll go into the visitor website and say, okay, you have articles, recent articles in Sky Valley. Do you have any hits that can say how many people have done this or, okay?
No.
I mean, I don't really Facebook, but I do have on my personal Facebook page, to Visit Sky Valley and the Sky Valley And I do happen to look, because you do post a lot.
Yeah.
And I do happen to look at the likes and, in fact, sometimes I actually like things, but, I know we're getting a lot of traction from that standpoint, because you do get those counts and, I noticed the quality of the postings are very good too.
Very good. The photo gallery said, you know, pictures with just words, my goodness, seeing beautiful photos. And you want to scroll down and just look at it. Just very good. How do we keep that? Guess one of the keys is keep it fresh,
Yeah.
keep going as you're doing. Okay, well, very good. Thank you for that report. Let's go on the forward Raven Marketing Board meeting. You think, Sharon?
We did not meet this month. We've emailed about a few things, but we will be meeting again in August.
Okay, so. Alrighty, yeah, item is North Georgia Vacation Guide in the Mountains Fall ad. We have 3 ads. This is the fall ad.
It's up if you want to see it.
Very nice. And you updated, I like that. Very nice.
Yep.
And then you added to this one, I guess, the Fall Fest.
Uh-huh.
data.
What day is that again?
The 21st. Wonder if I put the wrong one up there, come to think of it.
Yeah.
That's July
And I
3rd.
know they've done it. That's the first thing I looked at, right?
Oh, there it
You know
is. Fall
what
Festival.
Very nice. Fall colors, putting in fall colors, very nice.
Thank you.
And again, Sharon's been doing this, so before we would swore to do it, but
No,
Right on.
you're something pretty good.
very nice. So that'll go on, that'll take care of that. All right, thank you again, Sharon, what you do, you respond very
Thank you.
well. It's kind of a budget, 2023 budget. Jason, give us an update, Jason.
Well, the budget for this year, $19,000, here we are a little over halfway. You've spent approximately $8,500. There's a little over 10,500 left, so. If you were tracking that, here we are, we a little over halfway in the year. You should be around 55% on expenditures. You're actually below 50, so you're in the right direction. And so there is money still available as you program your fall activities. So, and we've got money set aside for you, Doug, and everything else. So, right now, things are looking pretty good. So, of course, anything that's not spent will be in the checking account that we can roll over for next year. Me too. So anyway, but right now, expenditures, you're on track, maybe a little overperforming, so good.
See, in terms of, I don't see anything major coming up. We have Fall Fest, just a couple of items that are in the budget you know about. Shirts, money set aside for the shirts. And hay bales, we have budgeted $300 for hay bale, decoration hay bales, all those things.
How much the hay bills cost?
The cost you $0 you want to do.
No, I know, no,
No, I mean, no,
I'm not talking Sky Valley. How much
You mean, how much,
y'all pay for each bale?
I want to say it's around $2,500 to $3,000, but we get around 35, but
Yeah.
there's several less than.
Some part, I couldn't remember last
Yeah,
year.
I was gonna talk about that here.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna, no, a good question, though. Yeah. But that is huge. Yeah, hey, that's certainly big of year.
Do we have a date for delivery of those?
I'm gonna talk about that. This one.
Very good. So again, looks like we're trying, I don't see anything, no sudden major expenses that are coming up. We're just following the budget. Looks good. We should have, of course, goals with that $3,000 carryover budget. I think we're almost, unless something comes up.
Yeah, right now, as I said, we have about 10,000 left. There's a little over 13,000 in the checking account. So, yeah, so whatever's not spent, just gets carried over. So, yeah.
See, the items where we should not vary from the budget. It's not good. Very good. Photos, videos we need to shoot for 2023. Open discussion. Is there anything that we need to be done? There is money that's set aside. We have additional photos taken at this point. You look at your, you see what's out there and it's huge and okay,
Yeah.
but
I'm just thinking we'll want photos of the hay bales, but they don't need to be professionally done, I wouldn't think, because they would get nice images with an iPhone, so.
so items that have, you could have a local photographer doing it, if there's something, there's money set aside for that, to do that. If we have something you need, in terms of images. I think that's the time to do fall test, probably you have some big fall test coming in again.
Yeah.
We need to find at this time, look at the photographer come in for fall test. That's just taking the whole.
You know, extensive coverage of the newspapers and everything, time, will cover the fall test.
They typically will, in the community calendar, they always, and I think we have, typically our mayor, we do a little itinerary. And they also do that for Independence Day as well.
Yeah, and I can post more in the groups, like whatever I normally put in Facebook, I'll forward to like Raven County Bulletin Board and Franklin, and just things that they can see as well. So I'll continue to do that.
Going on to Starlight Google photo link, talk about it. If you had a chance to look at that, and Sharon sent it out, the link to get to it. Norm, any questions on it? There's a lot of photos. Any question on how we would consolidate that? Have you had a chance to look at the link at all and see all the photos and videos we have? It's enormous.
It's huge, yeah.
It's huge.
So that's on the website.
That link is not.
What's the link?
Well, I'll share it with you through email because
Okay.
it's for marketing purposes, but we haven't let those go out to everybody on purpose, just so that we could say, surprise, look at these great things. Many of them are on the gallery on the website, but yeah, if you, I'll give you my card, or if you have yours, I'll share that.
We're looking for, taking a lot of photos in the last few years, how do you organize, put it together, channels, finding all got exactly right. So as a professional photographer, take thousands of photos back over locals.
Well, and Yulia has added probably a few hundred at least,
Yeah.
because she's done a lot of photos while she's been here.
So it's marketing, marketing, but how can you use it during advertising, or people need it in the city? So there's a forward that she's given us the link for the members to get into. Something to share with. It's pretty good. It's the beginning. I think there's some way to look at maybe consolidating a little. There's so much, so many categories we might look at. Is a way of consolidating a little more.
I'm sure there is. That's the way when I got them that Jamie had them grouped out, I think for ease of finding things. But I mean, some of them I'm sure could be combined.
Maybe someone could look at our next meeting, members could look at it and say ideas how we can possibly consolidate, because it's fast, or possibly someone we don't need. There's a lot of holes, a lot of repetitives, and ideas of maybe lowering and having less of them, so we could review that tonight. Okay, any other questions on that? All righty. Okay. The Scott, Independence Day celebration recap, Jason and Sharon. So,
Well, I just want to say this was my third year doing this, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. One of the things that makes that so special is the volunteers, they're the ones that make it happen. I tell people, the staff can order the stuff and get the things, but it's volunteers. So I do want to thank the volunteers who really helped out. Sharon did a phenomenal job. Yulia did an outstanding job marketing it. It's such a huge thing. Again, this is bigger and bigger. And I wrote I don't know how many ducks, 500 ducks, I think. The duck race, we actually extended that this year.
600 flags were handed out.
The flags, Yulia's mother came up and helped gave out some flags. The parade, I think we have 40 participants, right at 40. We almost ran out of hot dogs. We took 500 hot dogs. And But that was one of the things, the fire department for their help in doing that. And so, and we're already thinking about next year. In fact, we just finished our third year, the 3-year deal with our fireworks vendor. And I guess we're trying to re-up them. And we're already looking at, as you know, we have to coordinate that with the Dillon House. We use it because because they are already here shooting the Dillon House. We kind of get a little price break because, you know, a lot of their expenditures is just logistics of getting their stuff here, so they're already here. So I want to thank the Dillon House for helping us do that. But I think the 4th is going to be on the Thursday next year. This maybe was this week, I believe. So we'll be trying to decide what date we want to do. Tentatively, maybe the 5th, which would be a Friday. I'm thinking we would probably get a better crowd on that Friday versus Wednesday, 3rd. But that has not been set. But anyway, I just want to say it was huge. Sharon did I don't want to say anything that you may want to share, but she did a phenomenal job, and it was great.
I think it went really well. I've heard several times that was the biggest crowd they've seen for this. But I mean, it was definitely a team effort because all of us were putting things together, going out, and getting things set up. So I just think it turned out really well.
Yeah, I mean, just as a resident, that whole day, the way you guys planned that thing out from morning to night, I mean, that was a phenomenal day just for people with, you know, nonstop stuff to do. I mean, we had our family, our kids, and, you know, some relatives up there, just, you know, as much or as little as you want to do, and that's really well worth it. So,
And we
kudos
budgeted.
to all you guys to make that happen.
Yeah, and we had somebody go, how much are the ducks for here? How much is hot dog? We budget for that stuff because we don't want cost to be a deterrent. So, yeah, that's, in fact, this year we actually had a first place, second place, third place prize for the duck race. I think it was $5, $10, $15 ticket card. So anyway, yeah, it was a long day, but it was a lot of fun. It was about a 14-hour day for me, but I enjoyed everything about it.
Well, the fireworks were really special. The display, I thought.
They were nice.
Just really quality, right? Just the right timing and so forth.
Yeah, Mono and Pyrotechnics is the name of the company.
Okay.
And like I said, we probably, we'll competitively cost that out to see other vendors, but if they come in competitive, we'll probably go with them because they know what we want and do a fantastic job.
There's a comment, the more planning we do, I know you're doing it earlier, letting people know dates, that really helps, so I think it's good. Is there anything that they could add, honestly, we can do something to better next year, any thoughts on that, or what marketing to do with this?
You know, I kind of hesitate to say this, but I know the first year that I was here, we had talked about doing a cornhole tournament. Because apparently that's a big thing. And then we could never really find anybody that organized that. And I must have received about 25 emails from people that were disappointed that we did not do that. Because what we were looking at is kind of, because everything kind of starts about 8, it goes strong to about 12, and then everybody is just over. Then everybody kind of comes back about 7 and kind of camps out their spot with the fireworks. But we have heard some people say that it might be nice to have some activity from about that 1 o'clock to that 7 o'clock time frame.
I thought that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it's kind of a break.
Yes,
I'm
right.
sorry I didn't get to come this year. I just couldn't do it with my knee, but I thought about that too. It's great. Been here, done it. So much to do in the morning and then there's nothing to do till the evening. So maybe something in the afternoon.
Okay.
But that's something, Jason, I assume that people, just whoever's here, kind of going, there's not a set time, just go through, kind of compete as you
Yeah,
have time.
it was, I think it was just a lot of people didn't know about that cornhole. Again, it's the volunteers, and that was just something that at that time, the volunteers, there was just really nobody kind of help make that happen. But again, also your residents that have places to go, they can go back to their house, but
Right.
the visitors that are kind of maybe come up for that day. That's mostly who we got the comments from, is we came up here and then we found ourselves with about a 5-hour window, we knew to do ourselves. And so, that's just a thought.
Well, that makes it excellent. Any other ideas for that period of time? Okay.
Swim pool looked great. Maybe timeshare might do something with the swimming there. I don't know. I mean, there's, yeah, I don't know, squirt gun competition. I mean, kids,
Well-
you know, something to cool them down. I don't know.
I know the golf course was booming that day.
And the the pool was packed, so.
Yeah, it was packed. There was a lot of people there. So we'll think about it. Maybe we can get some volunteers for cornhole or whatever.
Like the,
We'd like to have us, I would anyway, for the Food Truck Fridays, to have a set or two of the cornhole frames. I'm not sure what you call them, because we think the more people have to do, because if you're waiting 20 minutes for your food, it goes by a lot faster if you're just having fun. Yeah. Uh-huh.
They were lined up.
I know, they did very well. They already asked, can we come next year? Yeah.
They really, that was a real popular.
very good idea. Excellent, excellent. We'll follow up on the next meeting. Okay, good. Sky Valley Fall Festival, Jason, you bring us up to date?
I can go in you were asked about the hay bales.
Yeah.
Jerry Sherman, who's our public works director, in fact, Jerry and I were talking this week. He's already reached out to our vendor who will be providing us with those. We're hoping to secure about 35 hay bales, and they're the big hay bales.
Okay.
We hope to have those probably the last week of September, first week of October. And typically what we'll do, in fact, Sharon and I were actually looking at the list. We normally limit that to about 30 participants on the hay bales. But, because we have to kind of camp out where we're gonna put those, but, I think we have probably about 30 potential this year as well. But what we'll do is we'll put those out. Of course, anybody that participates, we let them know that the hay bales will be out on October 5th. Please have them painted by the 15th. Because we want to have those all completed by or before the 21st of October, because that kind of goes hand in hand with the Fall Fest. And that just gets bigger and bigger every year. But we will paint, we provide, we budget for this, but we provide the hay bales to participants. And we will paint the base coat. So if somebody says, okay, I'm gonna, we're at the Sky Valley Georgia Bulldog Fan Club. We actually have one. They'll say paint it white. Because they want to put the red, black on there, or, so we will do a base coat paint, and, we will put them out, and in the past, we've actually had signs made that says Sky Valley Marketing, or the Sky Valley Florida Gator Club, or the Croquet Club, or whatever, so, and we have a first, second, third place, so it just gets bigger and bigger every year. And so that will be coming up. And then on the Fall Fest is the 21st. We're looking at possibly the special projects. I got an email from Bruce Turner who kind of heads that up. And we're hoping to maybe have our first meeting next week for that. And it should be bigger than ever. I know Sharon has got some talk to some food trucks. Rick Ron, who is a local resident, he is big into the car shows. Last year, we actually had a car show, but there was only about, I think, 15 or 20 cars. He is telling me right now that they're anticipating about 75 cars for car show. So we're gonna have to decide where those cars are gonna go, where the vendors, because everybody's kind of competing for that prime location. So there's a lot of planning to do. Not only do we do the hay bales, but we do the hay rides. Last year we ran 2 tractors. You may have saw me. I spent a good bit of my time last year driving a tractor, but we anticipate to be bigger than ever coming post-COVID. Last year was our first year, kind of a learning curve, but if the weather is, with the effort we're putting in, we have budgeted money for this. I suspect it will be bigger than Independence Day. We're hoping that.
And it was already accepted in our little community called Hayfields. Already got the
And
meeting
that's-
together.
Oh, yeah.
How we're gonna decorate
That
it,
gets
so we're
bigger.
into this. And again, the key is getting it out early, information out early, and of course, Sharon here, she had no idea.
Well, we sent that yesterday for just hay bale information. So that come out and, yeah, probably only had 4 or 5 so far, but they'll keep coming.
Yeah, they're, and we'll leave actually some of the local. I think
What do all
Judy-
the signs go about advertising, you know, out of the.
we have, they may still be down at the old building, but we actually have some banners that say welcome to the Sky Valley Hay Bale Trail. We typically put one down there, across at the main, one ridge. That'll go up probably we'll put those up about the time the hay bales get put on site. And usually again, we really try to strongly encourage people to have them done by a certain date. And they'll stay for about a month. Usually they'll last about 30 days. And so early mid-November, we'll take them down, and then we'll transition to Christmas and the winter time. So we definitely push that. That just gets bigger and bigger. I know Mayor Holly actually herself, she did the bear every year, which is one of the most popular, and she did the gumball machine. So yeah, we're anticipating that to be bigger than ever, and that is a huge thing. I know a lot of people want to come up for that, and so it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and I look forward to it.
Do we do anything down here at the country store in terms of signage, the turn here?
We do. We have to be careful though, because that's North Carolina. We don't want to take our side out, but what's the little restaurant there?
Bella's.
They typically will do in the past, they have, even though they're North Carolina, they participate, they did a hay bale, they did a stack of pancakes last year. And so, and we had a sign there for them, and they all say, all the little signs that say Sky Valley Hay Bale Trail, Bella's Restaurant, or, like you had one of my daughters actually painted the sign, but yeah, everybody that participates, we'll have a little sign that, little notoriety, and again, everybody tries to outdo each other. Possibly, we actually won first place last year for the one they did, and so yeah,
Yeah, and just get so many people from up the islands and on the weekends in the fall or.
yeah, we definitely there may be more than 30 this year. Just depends on who wants to participate. But, yeah, we'll be gearing up for that very soon.
Very good, thank you. Any comments on that? Okay, we're going out to other business. I guess, Tim, you've read the neighbors. Go ahead.
I asked him to
Yes.
come. He has a lot of friends in Sky Valley, and he's helped us with the lady neighbors, and this is the first time I've met him. We wanted to know kind of what the time commitment was and everything. But I thought it would be a great idea for him to come to get an idea of what this committee does and how he knows Sky Valley. And so it's a learning curve for me, just getting new to the board. So I welcome him today. Just wanted to give him an overview as to what he does, his expertise.
Okay, I'll give you a quick program back. My wife and I moved up here from Atlanta 4 years ago, October 2019. So we love it up here. Both of us grew up in Atlanta, raised our kids there. My background was in advertising marketing business, had a couple of ad agencies in Atlanta for over 30 years. And then when I moved up here, I was looking for something else to do, and I came across this opportunity with a company called Best Version Media. So Best Version Media, they were looking to expand into the North Georgia mountains. So basically, the whole premise of Best Version Media is we publish community, kind of micro-targeted community magazines. So all of our magazines typically go to right around 3,000. Okay.
I received it.
What's that?
I received that.
Good. So the whole concept of the magazine, so we have about magazines like this in about 35 communities around Georgia right now, and over 1,300 communities in the US and Canada. So it's been a very successful product. we just started, there's one in Macon County called Macon Neighbors Goes to Franklin and Highlands. I'm launching one down in Habersham because the Clarksville, Greenleaf, Demorest, we have one in Iwasi, one in Blue Ridge, adding one in Cleveland. So we're kind of expanding in the mountains here. But Raven Neighbors, this is our, we just published our 22nd issue. It comes out the first of every month. And the magazine is only mailed into people who own their homes when we go to the more affluent homes in different communities. Real simple, not to be discriminatory, but people who own their homes and more affluent homes. You
I
know,
was
need
thinking,
goods and
gosh, how'd I get one?
and have the wherewithal to pay for the goods and services, that the businesses, in the magazine want to reach those owners. So it's kind of a.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Residents and business, local residents and business together. And so Sky Valley actually, so I'm kind of trying to understand how all this works here. But, you know, I've been kind of know Roy and Howard and been involved in the golf and, you know, talking to all those folks. And when I showed them the magazine, we was talking about one of their goals was obviously how can we get the word out about attracting members, well, local people who live here who might say, hey, I live here. This is clearly is the best country club valley in Raven County because can't afford waterfall. You don't want to go to Kingwood. It's kind of a difference. So that was the premise behind saying, hey, let's give it a try and advertise Sky Valley, promote memberships and invite people to come up here and take a look at joining if you're a resident. And so the ad in the magazine is a 4-page ad.
Maybe they're having a picnic.
There, Richard, you've seen it, well, I think you could play some work.
I know, okay.
So, and it's basically, you know, has a beauty shot of that shot going down that team across the lake and everything. And simple headline, enjoy Ravens best country club valley. And then it has a little, I mean, for me, if I was trying to attract people, I'd try to dangle a bigger carrot in terms of giving people an incentive to respond and get them up here to tour the place. And we kind of talk back and forth about that. Because the whole goal with this is, yes, it's awareness, but you want people to come up and see it and take a tour, have whoever that is, the clubhouse manager, take them on a tour, show them the golf course, explain the food and beverage amenities, the different membership levels, and try to get the club who's joining the club, because you know we all know we want new members. So in addition to the ad running magazine every month, we also, what we can include with the magazine is Facebook and Google display ads. If you're not familiar with those, it's pretty simple. Interview Facebook people, those little ads that come up when you're looking at your Facebook page on the side, when you're doing a Google search on your phone, your tablet, your computer, any of the ads that come up on the side, those are either Google display or Facebook display ads. So we design the ads to mirror the print ad. We put them up on the Facebook and Google platforms, and then they're just running, but they're only geo-targeted to the same zip codes that the magazine goes to. So we've got about 8 zip codes across Raven County that the magazine goes to from one end to the other. And then we provide an impressions report every month to show you how many times those ads were served up on people's devices. And that's pretty much what the golf club is committed to doing for a year. We started, of course, that was, I think it was March or April. So,
What was the
any
cost?
questions on that?
What was the cost for advertisement?
Cost.
I think it's, what am I think it's like $530 a month, and then Google has $100.
Mhm.
I know initially, when there was some discussion a year ago or so, like, I thought it was more applicable in terms of running the ad in terms of the club, because of memberships, and what you do, what you're doing there. And in terms of, you know, 3,000 circulation and for the people here in rural, you know, our marketing community, essentially, our biggest focus is how we increase the market, yeah, in terms of real estate. And that's what we're looking at. Our function is basically how to appeal and have people move it. That's exactly right. So the focus of our marketing is that.
A lot of people know these people in the area. I mean, the Masons were here, that one article you had was phenomenal.
Yeah, and I didn't touch on that, but I mean, that's one of the big kind of hope with our magazine. Whole concept is the future of Macon. I know last time I was with the hope with all of our publications.
Could we have- Of course.
I think you've got a couple of members that are new members.
Yeah, we're keeping track of where the memberships come
Yeah, yeah.
from.
You gonna mention yours?
And then
Are you gonna
also
mention what
we're
you,
trying to
Oh,
determine
yeah.
what kind of
We
facilities.
went there in the city.
So you can see there, a big golf lesson, and then the dining room, so that's why, you know, I thought it was helpful to bring them in, because we have this, and then we have that component. What incentives can we offer to assist those that are coming up here?
Well, at least get them to come up here and say, hey, I'm not.
When they're taking
Yes.
blood, right, and then we're trying to update, we're gonna be updating on the brochures and things that go into the welcome packet, and encourage them to see what Sky Valley is about, and use some of these other tools that we have available to us to enhance that and to promote the club and, you know,
And-
the real estate, the
Yes.
community.
Well, and one thing that you may think about when we talk about, it, there's a lot of members, not a lot, but I run across a lot of people who are members here, who live in Ireland because, you know, they can't afford it.
Works for
So-
technology.
Any questions, comments on it? Thank you
that
for that.
magazine? It works with that
Is that
magazine.
available electronically? Will you send that out? Okay.
Okay, and the biggest reason we don't is because of some privacy and legal issues, because we showcase families and their children, so and a lot of people, you can get into problems if you're publishing people's names and stories and information online and worried about somebody. So unfortunately, this thing, I think that's one of the issues with putting stuff online.
You got another copy?
Yeah.
I can get it out of total order. Yeah, fine. I always like looking at different magazines.
Yeah.
It's way
And
too
that
many
actually,
magazines.
Doug, I mean, we have a couple in Athens, we're having, actually having one, somebody starting on the road, we have one, and we have them, pretty much all over. all over.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you about, not what I was talking to you about earlier. Very nice looking though.
Yeah. Very good. Thank
Where,
you.
where's this printed?
It's only those, because we print 1,500 of them a month, so it's a couple of big printers.
Gotcha.
We get the best deals on paper and printing.
Yeah, well, I remember those days.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, so, I mean, the company, that's why we're printing close to 50 million of those magazines every year.
And how it's sent out, just
This is mailed out, yeah.
So what is your strategy for Facebook account? I mean, did you make like auction for this 100?
So what now?
What is your strategy for advertisement?
For Facebook advertisements.
Well, I mean, you guys aren't running it, we're not running a Facebook ad for Scott, we're just running a Google ad.
Mhm.
Because, typically, if somebody's gonna run a Facebook ad, if they don't have an active Facebook page and they're not updating their Facebook page on a regular basis, I'm not gonna encourage them to say, hey, drive traffic there, because
Mhm.
if you wanna drive people to a page where there's new content, there's a reason to keep them coming back and engage them, get them to wanna come back. I mean, a lot of small businesses in this area that you talk to and advertise, their own, it's a husband and wife that own it, they have some of the things to do, but they don't really keep their Facebook page updated. So in terms of the strategy, all we're doing is running the ads, geo-targeting them to the devices in this great zip codes where the magazine goes, and then they're just appearing on people's searches. They rotate through on the Facebook or Google platform, all the other ads that want to target this area.
Okay.
Very good. Is there any other business? Okay, very good. I guess we're looking at,
I'll get
next
them at home.
meeting date, like Zoom in person, we're looking at August the 31st. In the issue where we should not have it at that time, Thursday, last
Is
Thursday.
that for Labor Day weekend or is that?
That's right before.
Oh, so that's the Thursday before that, yes.
I don't know, you better talk to all your people. travel all over the world.
That's it.
If they go
Right
pay.
now, we can go by Zoom, so. Okay. Let's shoot for the,
Move it up.
August 31st. Unless we do it the week before. Any issue with you at all, Jason?
I
31st.
mean, no,
24th.
if we did the-
Oh, we moved it up. 24th, yeah.
I don't have my calendar in front of me, but that's not, our council meeting on 15th, so that shouldn't be any issue there. I mean,
Then Lynn will be official.
Yes, great. You should do that.
I heard that. Maybe Zoom.
There we go. Yeah. Well, it's good for traveling.
Let's go, let's shoot for the 31st.
31st.
31st, unless respond to say they would like it elsewhere. I like, you know, yes, our members let us know in advance. Or things come up, it really helps. If you plan it very well, especially for Doug, right up here. Doug, in case you could, do it by Zoom too. So-
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
And it
thanks
depends
for
on,
coming up.
yeah, you know, the night before, I thought I was gonna be Zoom, because I missed the last step coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
And left.
Thank you again. What do you guys tell? We bring this all together. I guess the last would be adjourn the meeting. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I remember.
Yeah.
Harry's muted. Bruce, do you?
Bruce?
Whenever's fine.
Make a
I'll be
motion to adjourn.
Okay.
That's fine.
Anyone else? Great. We need a second at this point.
well,
Well, both of them said it. Bruce, I put down as made a motion and Harry agreed.
Everything, wow, very good.
Roberta has not applied.
Okay, very good. So motion approved. Great. Okay, meeting ended.
Thank
very
y'all.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.